So you got to be careful when you say you trust God, because if you trust God, then you'll get excited about it. Yeah. Just knowing that He done put something before us, you'll get excited about it. You
Come
know
on,
what I'm
preach,
saying?
man.
You know, and so one of my things is I get up every morning with that joy, knowing that I'm doing something for the Lord.
Amen.
Yeah. And sometimes I have to, sometimes I have to slow down, because I have to remind myself I got to meet the people where they at too. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah, because sometimes I can get ahead of them, and I got, because you got to take them a little slow sometimes with certain things, and then sometimes they get ahead of you, and I like it when they do that.
Yeah,
I can just sit back and watch it work. I can sit back and watch it work.
Amen.
But it's a beautiful thing, knowing that God is in everything that we do. Everything that we do. Everything. And we just had a meeting. We was talking Sunday after service, and I was telling the people, I said, listen, I said, the reason why I have is because I give.
Come on, Pastor.
I give.
Come on.
Some folks say, well, why you do something for certain folk that, and they don't, they don't care about you. That's not the way I was raised.
Amen.
You understand
Amen.
what I'm saying?
Amen.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. Yes, sir.
And it used to be a time when I would get upset at myself, because I know folk was taking advantage of me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in the end, the blessing was there. You see what I'm saying?
Get the blessing.
The blessing is there.
Yes, sir.
So what I learned is that not to hinder my blessing because of how others, might feel or what they do.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
And that's a tough thing. I ain't gonna sit here and say it's easy.
That's right.
It's a tough thing, because when you're trying to do things and that folk, might be taking advantage of you, whatever, and God said, listen, I sent you to do that.